Push is on for all of us to get a flu shot, more important than ever this year in light of the coronavirus pandemic.
Here to help us understand why the flu shot is extra important this year, Kathleen Winston is Dean of the College of Nursing at the University of Phoenix. We're so glad you're with us. Thanks very much for being here, Kathleen.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk about the flu shot because I'm the guy in the office that walks around encouraging everybody else to go get a flu shot every year. But this year, with the coronavirus, why is it even more important that we get our flu shot?
Well, I think it is, as you say, important every year to get the flu shot. However, this year, particularly important because we do have the COVID-19 coronavirus circulating, and we want to make sure that we don't compound that problem or complicate that problem by also contracting the flu. And one of the other things that we really want to pay attention to are the impact that a lot of flu cases in the emergency room will have on our healthcare system. So if we know beautifully and factually that getting the flu shot will reduce the incidence of flu, and then that will reduce the risk of other complications, as well as reduce the impact on the healthcare system.
Let's talk about the symptoms of both the flu and the coronavirus. They are so similar in so many ways, but which ones can you identify that will help you separate the difference between I've got coronavirus or I may have the flu?
Okay, the single most important way to differentiate between them is through diagnostic testing. So that's not something that we can do independently or individually. However, as individuals, what we can do is pay attention to those very similar symptoms. And if we have a much more severe shortness of breath or deeper respiratory involvement, that might be an indicator that it's a COVID-19 or coronavirus problem. The other distinctive distinction in terms of symptom that we do know is if you have a new onset of losing your taste or your smell, we know that's a more unique symptom to the COVID-19. So while they're very similar, there are some fine differences between them, or a couple of unique differences that we can identify. However, in both cases, most important, get that diagnostic test.
Get tested. I want to talk about the vaccines because not only are we talking about a flu vaccine, but we are all very hopeful that sooner than later, we're going to have a vaccine for coronavirus as well. A number of different trials are underway around the country. If there is a vaccine that is deemed safe and is distributed for COVID-19, is it also important? Would it also be important to get a flu shot as well?
Well, the flu shot is going to take care of the flu, which is a very different virus than the coronavirus. And so we do want to make sure that we have a flu shot. If there is a vaccine that comes out and it's deemed safe, then again, consulting with your physician, if you're somebody who is a good candidate for that, then we certainly would encourage you to have them both. We won't know if there's a problem with taking both of those shots until after we actually have a vaccine for coronavirus and we know more about that. But I think as we get that information, we absolutely will make sure that we take both those vaccines as needed. But for right now, it's the perfect time to be taking that flu shot. So I would really encourage everyone to do so.
Kathleen Winston, you know your stuff. Dean of the College of Nursing at the University of Phoenix. We appreciate your insight this afternoon.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.